Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nobodies for trending Trump's Middle East deal,
For 757 Living, Virginia elections, and Jay Jones.
for Life Unfiltered when your plans don't go as scheduled,
Fan Zone, the Baltimore Ravens.
for Gummy Bears, what happens when you go to Walmart. I'm Kashmir,
I'm Jackie.
and we are
The Nobodies. 757.
Thank you, everyone, so much for listening to us on podcast platforms or watching on YouTube. If you want our tidbits, go to Facebook, Insta, X, TikTok. And today we are celebrating because the hostages are getting released.
Yay!
I know. We do tape on Saturday, so if things go according to plan, by Monday they should be coming
That's
home.
so exciting.
It's a miracle because, everybody's been trying to make a deal here, and
No one could make a deal.
no. Who was the ones who got it?
So Jared Kushner,
Mhm.
Steve Witkoff, and Trump. And it takes real estate experience to make the deals.
Yeah, to get the deal done. To strong arm it was Qatar, not Qatar. We don't say Qatar.
Qatar, Turkey, and Egypt.
Yeah.
So it was a global effort
Mm-hmm.
putting pressure on Hamas.
Hamas is a terrorist group.
And
But-
why are they running the Palestinians?
Well, they voted for them, and then they took power, and then they never got out of
So
power.
sad.
And basically, so Hamas and Iran and Hezbollah, which is in Lebanon. So those
Yes.
are the big terrorist organizations that are evil towards Israel, I would say. And I'm not meaning evil, there's
No, they
fundam-
want to wipe them off the face of the map.
yeah, from the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Yeah, and it's actually like a global effort of hate towards Israel through all Islamic countries. It's not just,
It's not segmented.
yeah. It's really sad to see what happened in Gaza, with it basically obliterated. And there's people there, but this is Hamas's fault. I don't know where this whole propaganda thing came where it's okay for Hamas to go into Israel and rape and kill their people. And then they had the babies in the oven.
Oh, God, I can't take that.
And they took 250 people, 251 in that range, hostage.
Yeah, from the party
Yeah,
or the music festival,
Yeah, music
and
festival.
then from people's homes.
Yeah.
That's sad. So it would be like, say, we live here, and on the next town over, they went and raped and murdered people and stole their babies and killed their babies.
It's just a coordinated effort from these terrorist organizations because you can't make a deal with them, which I'm going to say I'm a little hesitant to be like, oh, we're going to have peace in the Middle East. I don't know if that's possible. I mean, I know we're all celebrating, it's going to be really exciting to see the 20 people who they think are alive to be coming home, but I just
pray for them.
I do. There was one, I did want to read his name.
Sure.
His name is Matan Zangaker. He's 26, and he's been suffering tremors due to a degenerative muscle disease.
That is horrible.
And then his mom said, since I learned about the torture and the physical and mental suffering my son is enduring, I haven't been able to eat. I can barely breathe. How can a mother survive knowing her son, who suffers from degenerative muscle disease, is being held alone in captivity? Can he even stand on his own? Hold a glass of water? My heart is breaking over what he's going through.
Wow.
And I guess before going into my hesitancy to fully celebrate is, if things go to plan, these people are coming home.
I hope they come home. I hope that Hamas goes through with it. But before, they've been the ones that play their games. But what I think is Trump put the pressure, and he's not playing games. He's not playing games with Hamas, and they better just know he'll obliterate them.
I know.
Well, Israel will obliterate them.
They've already did. I mean,
And they need to hunt them down and stop them. It's horrible what is happening.
And then also the deal, Israel is giving back to Palestine 2,000 prisoners, and 200
Yeah,
of
they're
them.
not getting the best. I don't want to say the best deal, but I mean, they're having to release people that committed these atrocities and planned it and were a part of it.
They had to humble themselves to accept that deal. I feel
agree.
Because they could have just kept going and going, but you don't want a humanitarian crisis either. Because when I went to Israel, in the West Bank, It's really sad. Like, there is trash everywhere,
Oh, wow.
and, like, you can just tell the difference of being in Jerusalem and being, like, in Jericho or Bethlehem. But the people are they're very open and kind to you, but there is just this thing in Islam, which I'm not talking about Muslims, I'm talking
You're
directly.
talking about the religion.
Yeah, the religion of Islam, because I love Muslims. I mean,
Yes.
and the people, like, I've had pictures with them, I've talked a lot with Muslims, but the actual inherent religion of Islam, they don't like Christians and they don't like Israel. So the goal is to conquer and convert. If you go to the actual root source of Islam, like going into the text, into the Quran.
Yes.
So it's not like I'm making this up or
No.
I'm being like a religious hater. Like, you look, do the research yourself. And
Yep.
we could do a whole episode on that. But the point I'm trying to make, though, is that like, what is phase two
It's
of
a
this plan?
generational,
Curse?
I was gonna say curse, yeah, a generational curse to believe that Israel is in the wrong and it's their land, but it isn't true.
Yeah, there's a whole history lesson. But, like,
I
yeah,
agree.
Israel was there first, and the people of
I
Palestine.
think this is why you're doubting the peace.
Yeah, just because there's just been so much divide, and Muslims and Arabs too. Christians in the Middle East do not support Israel either. So it's like a country region wide trend. So I'm
So
praying.
I'm grateful that they defended themselves. I'm grateful that they have Netanyahu strong and
Mhm.
a strong leader, and I'm grateful that Trump came in because they say Israel's really happy with Trump.
It's Biden's fault
Oh,
this
no, he
happened.
wouldn't broker the deal.
It's his fault that Hamas even thought that they could attack because we were being led by a senile man.
Yeah.
I mean, Ukraine invaded Russia,
Look what happened under Biden.
and then this happened. And what, you think
They
Kamala?
seen us as weak.
Yeah, they did see us this week. And do you think Kamala?
She could teach a kindergartner class. That's what I feel like. She she missed her calling. She needs to go back to school.
And help kids, yeah. Well, no, maybe we don't want her indoctrinating
That's
them.
true.
Yeah.
I take it back. No, I agree. It's so sad. I that's why I love Trump.
Mhm.
I see what he does. He says it and then he does it. We've never really had a president keep their word.
No, and I will say too, this is part of Bush's fault because
Yes.
he's the one who made Palestine have elections, and then they put Hamas in power democratically, and then they never got out, like, never held another election.
And he pushed Israel to give up the Gaza Strip and the
Mhm.
West Bank. And you can't make peace with people who do not want peace. So you give them that land, and what's going to happen? They're going to take it over, and they are going to want to take more of Israel's land over.
I'm actually going to show this picture. Like, when I was in Israel, there's a sign when you're entering into Jericho or a place held by Palestine, like, you cannot enter if you're Israeli.
Oh, wow.
Like, there's so many checkpoints you have to go through, like, traveling over there, and you have to bring out your passport. So, like, again, there's a stark difference, and it does make me sad to see the people there and just how, like, the cars are so really not good. Like, it's like you're in, like, a third world country. And then one more thing, Jericho, it looked like there was bombs being thrown off. Like, there was just rubble everywhere and protesting happening. So I want to be hopeful that there is going to be a phase two to the peace deal, but I'm really grateful though that the people are coming home. And
I'm just having hope. I'm going to keep the hope.
yes,
I'm going to keep the hope for Israel because I love Israel and I
me
know
too.
what God's word says. He says, bless Israel, pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
Amen. We're very excited about that. But there's also another, sorry, everyone, we're keeping politics
Oh, yeah.
going because 757 Living, we're in Virginia, and there's a scandal going
Big
on.
time. Jay Jones. Oh, man. I can't believe it. He will not drop out.
No.
I am disgusted. I don't think you can say sorry for wanting little kids dead.
Same breeding little fascists.
And I'm going to bring something up. Me and my husband just learned some really disheartening news about someone we knew, and they are abusing children. It rocked our world to hear this.
Yeah.
So this is a man running for attorney general, and he is saying that little kids should die in the arms of their mother, and she should suffer that because he doesn't agree with her politically, and he's going to be our attorney general.
And he wants to put 2 bullets in the guy's head, too.
Oh, yes, there's more that he said.
Yeah,
He said that police should suffer. They'd learn better.
and we should too, because, like, when we suffer, that's where we'll figure out
That
things.
is so wrong.
And then he'd piss on their graves.
I just can't believe Abigail Spanberger. I always call her Spamberger, but I just can't believe her. Her face was so smug in the Winsome Earl debate, and
Mhm.
people were mad though at Winsome because they said she was interrupting. But it did not bother me at all because I felt like Winsome is not a very aggressive person. She was just saying, "How could you support the death of children? How can you support Jay Jones?" And the lady just sat there with her smug face, and I don't understand. I don't understand how you can vote for him as attorney general when he's supposed to be the law firm, okay, for our state.
Yeah.
He's supposed to protect the people's rights. He's supposed to work with law enforcement against violent crime. This is a joke.
I just can't believe, like, nobody in the Democratic Party has pressured him to drop out. Is this what it means then? Like, you're okay with this politically? Like, just because they vote on your side or agree with you that they're allowed to say violent things against people who disagree? Like, Charlie Kirk got shot. Hello? Like,
They're doubling down.
they are. Because
The
Tim
Tim
Kaine,
Kaine,
and then in the debate too, the moderator kept saying, "So you still endorse Jay Jones?" And her, like, response was, "Well, I didn't know about that." And she's like, "Well, now that you
now that
know."
you know,
Yeah.
what are you going to do about it? Nothing. He was on Twitter right now, Jay Jones was, and he was putting down his opponent, Jason. I just thought in my head, you are not going to do good for our state. What do you really say behind the scenes?
I know, because you texted that, and, like, I think his first apology is like, "Oh, everybody texts things." Like, I do not talk like that at all, and
No.
especially, like, if you're texting someone, and he doubled down, like, the woman he was texting with kept saying, "Jay, stop."
Stop. That's so sad. He just blamed it on Trump, though. He said, Trump put this out against me. But I'm going to sidetrack for just 1 second, and this is why the Democrats are doubling down. The Democrats are bought. So Jay Jones is bought. Abigail is bought. Winsome is not bought.
No, she hasn't.
She has to get the little donations from the people, but she is not getting huge money like Abigail is from these big donors who are anti-America.
And also anti-Trump. I feel like this is what happens, I noticed in Virginia, because, like, when we got Youngkin, Biden was in office and, like, they flipped.
Like a
Republic.
bellwether state.
Yeah. So now it seems like they're wanting to flip because Trump's in office, so they want to go Democrat. But please know, like, this isn't Trump versus,
No.
like, this is, like, not.
This is an attorney general who does not want to uphold the law himself.
And fantasizes about killing his opponent.
We need to make a law where you cannot run for attorney general if you are found out to be saying you want little kids dead.
Or why can't a party make that a rule for their candidates that they need to have some type of
Thank
moral
you.
decency, like decorum? I mean,
Yes.
hello. I was like, maybe I should run for attorney general. And then you were like, Kashmir, you have to be a lawyer.
It's so sad.
Do they not have any better people to, like, do these jobs?
It's because normal people don't want to really run for office. Who wants
true.
to deal with all this stuff?
I know. And it's hard getting, like, reelected. And so, yeah, that's our spiel. Please vote. I'm
Yes.
sorry if you already early voted and voted for that scumbag. And I'm
Sorry. You voted for that scumbag? Because I'm not.
No,
I
like,
already told him on Twitter today. That's not Twitter, it's X, but I told him, I said, you're a joke. I hope nobody votes for you because you can't even protect the rights of children.
I mean, I'm secretly hoping there might be, like, maybe Spanberger. Maybe she won't win and we can have our little red wave. But if not, it's okay. It's just as long as that scumbag is not in office. And
Scumbag.
I'm sorry.
I love
I'm
that.
not trying to be mean, but, like,
No, that he is a scumbag.
and, you know, the party should be condemning this. This
Yes.
is wrong. It's not right.
Well, can I say something
Yeah.
too? Like, I don't understand his apology. I don't think you can apologize for something that bad. You have to show you've changed.
I think too, like, you can say I'm horrified that this is a part of my character. I'm going to take these steps to change.
And I'm going to step down because I know no one should be in this office.
who believes like I do, who or says things like that.
Yes.
So, yes, please go vote in Virginia. This is a pivotal thing, pivotal election. Even if you vote all blue, everything else blue, I don't care. Just don't vote for the scumbag, okay? I know.
Sorry.
So, we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about assumed timelines or plans we have for our lives and what happens when they don't go according to plan. Hey Hampton Roads, are you looking for a hairstylist? Then I have the perfect person for you. Tanya Waters, located in the heart of Norfolk at Edward Johnson Salon and 30 years of experience. Plus, she's my mom. I mean, do you think this hair is natural? And she has a great deal for you. With any service, you get a free, that's right, Free, free deep conditioner. How do you get this deep conditioner? You call 757-652-8353. Again, that's 757-652-8353 and mention the nobodies. Welcome back to Life Unfiltered. Honestly, it's been a lot with, editing the podcast and keeping up with content. So I went to Jackie and I was like, please just help figure out what we're going to do for this segment. And she knows me so well. So what are we talking about?
Okay, we are talking about, I got my little paperwork, letting go of the timeline that you thought you'd have. I thought I'd start off because I'm 47.
Yeah.
And nothing has ever went according to what I had in my mind. And I would say my timeline was like a fantasy because I wanted to be an entrepreneur like my cousin. She was really rich and she was just
go get her, right?
Yes,
yeah.
I loved her and I wanted to be just like her.
Like she got to have suitcases full of money
yes,
and live
yes,
it up
yes.
and live up.
So I wanted to be an entrepreneur and then I thought then later on maybe get married and have a kid. But I never really planned my wedding. I just thought one day I would get married and meet somebody, fall in love.
Yeah.
And then I had the complete opposite happen. So my timeline was basically I got married at 20, had a kid at 25, and
went to school. You did go to
school? I did go to school. I got my BA in communications, and then I got a master's in government. And then I tried to get a job in that, but that didn't work out. Nothing panned out. And then I went back to my childhood love, writing songs and singing.
Yeah, and you've been singing because you write like a lot of original songs, which if people actually watch the show, there is a spot with one of her produced songs. And I want to say you've been writing songs since the 2000s, like when we used to have like our
I've been writing them since Alabama. So that would be
the 2000s.
Yeah, 2000s. Thank you.
First, they were Christian song oriented or Christian songs, and then it went into more like country songs. I mean, you got a lot of songs out there. You should follow her, Jackie Self Music. Currently, right now, our Instas are all the nobodies, but like on Facebook, she does have all of her original songs, and they're playing the guitar, and they're great. Like, it just ain't right, living in your big world, it just ain't right.
I know, I love writing songs. This is what the talking points were. The illusion of the perfect timeline. So that's where I think I was at. I had this illusion and then nothing went according to plan. So what do when you don't get the timeline that you fantasized about and that you wanted?
Yeah.
How do you react? I'm not going to say that I reacted the best way because sometimes I was upset that I didn't have the timeline that I thought or the fantasy that I had made up in my mind.
I totally understand because I remember going to college right after high school and I had in my head, okay, I'm going to this Christian college.
Yep.
I'm going to meet my man. I'm going to get married and be this stay-at-home mom.
Oh, wow. You had a good timeline in your head.
Yeah. I mean, I was like totally like, that's what's going to happen. Especially because when we moved here and I was going to be on campus, I'm like, oh, yeah, I can find a guy like that. Sorry. Yeah, no. And then, but
you can, but
yeah.
you just don't meet the ones or the one that's normal.
Yeah. No, it's very true. So, like, yeah, God called me to go into like producing, and if you want to watch, I think was it last episode? Yeah, last episode I kind of went more into our faith journey and stuff. I worked, and I then kind of went on the career track.
You went where I wanted to go.
So yeah, like I worked for. Probably like the regions I worked with were Middle East, North Africa. I mean, I spent 7 years into that. I got pretty good with Turkish. I would say Turkish, like
really good.
Like I could probably get back into it and really like be speaking it. And then I try to learn Arabic. Oh God,
that's a hard language.
Like I mentioned last week, something happened and I got moved. And like in my mind, I'm like, I invested 7 years to be this Middle East person, and then now I'm not. Except my name, Kashmir. Like, it actually
is a Middle Eastern
name. And the song is based off the Led Zeppelin song, Kashmir, which is written about this land in Morocco, which is where I launched a digital brand. So
Wow.
I know I do kind of miss them. It was sad
Well,
when
this is what I want to ask you then, because it says recognizing when you're grieving a version of a life you expected.
I think that's what happened when I got moved on.
That's
And
what I wanted to bring up with you.
yeah, because
How did you grieve it?
I cried a
Yeah.
lot, and and because too, like, I didn't have the husband box checked because I felt in my mind like I needed to check off, have a husband, have a kid, and then, like, I dated people, and there are not people I should have ended up with either.
Thank
B
God.
and or I could have did the 90-day fiancé thing. I mean, I went to Israel, man, them guys love me over there, but they wanted to come here, and then my weird grief state, I did talk to this guy in Morocco who helped me launch the project, and he did speak English. I was not talking to some weird foreign guy, okay? But it just what like it just didn't work out. So, and I did grieve like my career and what I thought I should be because I wanted to be promoted. I thought I had the experience and the skills. And then when God's also telling me to leave my job, which it wasn't a grief leaving because I think I already grieved the job that I thought I had
You did.
because I got to travel internationally, I got to fundraise, like I had relationships with people and I was good at it. And then I was like, I've just felt like I was nothing. Like, who are you? You're nothing now. You're not married. You don't like it's just horrible I do this sometimes. I'm like,
No, I can relate because when I got married at a young age and we didn't have the best beginning of a marriage because um he was an addict,
yeah.
then he was changing, and then he was an alcoholic.
And he had an abusive child,
Yes, he had a really bad
neglectful,
childhood. Yeah, he was
neglected.
neglected. And God told me to have a baby with him, and I thought, "I can't have a baby with him? Are you crazy? He's gotta change first." But I did have faith, and I knew God was talking to me, and I did what God said, and I got pregnant really fast and had my baby who I love and he loves, and our marriage is better now. And I'm grateful now for the timeline that God gave me because I wouldn't be who I am without having Daniela. I wouldn't be who I am without being married to Jerry because he helped me become a fighter.
Yeah.
And I see that the timeline that God gave me was perfect for me. I had all those boxes, though, that you had, and you do grieve it.
Yeah.
We didn't do the traditional route. Like, we chose to live with my parents. We've never owned our own home. And then I've had people say bad things about me. Oh, you just mooch off your parents. That's not true. We just are a close-knit family and love each other. So I didn't have the box home. That was me. I wanted the home box. So I had to grieve that. And then the job box. I never could have a job. But then seen I needed to raise my daughter. I
Yeah.
needed to be with my daughter. So that fulfilled me.
Mhm.
So you can be fulfilled if you do let go of the timeline.
Or your conceived boxes and
Yes.
the timeline because like I don't think I should have been married in my 20s because I had a lot of issues like my dad he's a narcissist, okay? I mean, I think if you look up the definition like
Seriously, his picture should be next to that word.
I mean,
It's sad.
there was bad things that happened. My mom and him weren't together, but I would visit him and just
No, he expected me to be the adult with him, and I met him when I was in 3rd grade, and I am not. You can't be the adult with someone when you're a child.
exactly. And that's gonna
That's a whole nother
yes,
subject.
but I feel like I've had to go through a lot of growth and development in myself before I'm ever ready to actually be in that type of relationship.
No, I can
So,
relate to you because being married is hard. 2 people have to give up their way to be together, and you have to be able to communicate, you have to be able to forgive, and I didn't have a normal marriage. Things look good on Facebook and Instagram, but the marriage that I've had, I'm grateful for, and I love my husband, but it's been a long journey and a tough road. I'm grateful that he is changing. I'm grateful that I'm changing, but I did never
yeah,
fantasize.
the fantasy, yeah.
No, I never thought this would be the marriage I would have, but that's the point. What are we imagining in our minds when it's not reality?
Yeah.
Because being in reality is nothing compared to what you have made up in your mind.
No, it's not. What you have made up in your mind are these fantasies or
Yes.
or like
Or images.
yeah, images that you want to portray or want to appear. Like I wanted
Yes.
to be since I didn't have the marriage, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna be successful. That'll be my image."
See, mine was, "I will have a home."
And and then when I lost my job that I love, I mean, I didn't lose it. I made the choice to give it up for lots of reasons, but when God told me to leave my organization completely, like, I actually felt so much peace because I think I was holding on to that dream that I had there. And then now, like,
This You're actually going in the
yeah.
direction because it says, "The
Okay.
power of redirection,"
Yeah, which I
which is hilarious. I got this from Chat.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, I call him Chad.
Me too.
But I did pray. I asked the Holy Spirit, I'm like, "Should I go with this topic?" And I really liked it, and it made sense.
Mhm.
It says, "How detours often bring the lessons or connections you needed most."
Yeah.
So think about that. And I think that's what God is trying to tell people is that if you believe in him and you believe in Jesus Christ, his word says all things work for good for those that love God and are called according to his purpose. It may not seem like it's to you in the moment, but in the end, God will work it for good and he knows what you need.
Yeah.
And he knows what timeline you need to be on because with God, timing is everything.
It's true. I mean, that I've just noticed that. I mean, I'm 33 now, and I'm just really grateful to see how things have gone. And like, I mean, I had, struggles with faith and things, but I know he has our backs, and his timeline is the best. And I'm really grateful that I never really like veered off, like really being with the 90, do the whole 90 day
I agree.
fiance route.
You might have did it.
Yeah, I mean, I had some of
Because
that
you were steeped in with a lot of foreign.
people,
Yeah.
and then I just had that whole grief thing happen to me, and then I was like, that's who I was talking to, and then probably yeah. So, I see that really seeking God and then also doing things that you don't think you should do, but if you're feeling the Holy Spirit do it, then
Do
you
it.
do it.
I agree.
You have to just listen to the Holy Spirit, seek God, and don't go by these preconceived timelines because he has what's best for you in the perfect time.
And we're not all duplicate people.
Mhm.
Like, we're not twins. I mean, I know there are twins in reality, but we're not. What am I trying to say is we all have our own road to go.
Yeah.
We are different. We are all different, and we have different parts of us that need to grow, where other people are stronger in areas that we are weaker. We go through different things.
And God's timeline is so to do his plan.
And I say, too, if you feel like you messed up, because that's what I felt like. I messed up my timeline by doing drugs and then falling in love with someone who who was a little bit dysfunctional, but God can make everything better if you just keep sticking with him, and I see that from my life. Everything is better. He keeps making everything better for me, and he does take what I messed up and make it better. So don't judge yourself so harshly and be mad at yourself because you think you even messed the timeline up, because that's what I think sometimes. I'm like, "Well, this is so sad, but this is like someone that I really admire, but Dana Perino, I'm like, she's so perfect and she just had this great timeline and she was so smart and she was, she didn't do bad things and she kept to her,
yeah,
kept to her.
or plans.
Yes. And I feel like I didn't do that and I messed things up. But I see now, no, his plan for me is different.
And he will correct plans, fix plans.
Yes.
He will make every plan work for his glory. Amen. Well,
Amen.
that was a great talk. So when we come back, we're going to talk about my Baltimore Ravens. And we got a gummy bear story that Jackie has not heard yet.
I'm excited.
When it rolls, I'll be the catch you. When it falls, you be my only, and I'll be your all. And when it breaks and falls apart, I'll be the pieces of your broken heart.
Hey everyone, Jackie Self here. Go and listen to my EP Looks Like Love wherever you stream your music. I can't wait to share these songs from my heart with you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fanzo! Today, we're going to be talking about my Baltimore Ravens. But just,
Don't be sad.
I know. I mean, we had Super Bowl, hopes, and now it's like, this is like the crap year.
I'm sorry. And you've got me liking the Baltimore Ravens now.
I know.
And I'm learning. I'm not a good footballer, but I'm trying.
It's like what happened the week 1 against the Bills and then losing that at the end. It's like it did this weird psychological crap in their head, and now they're just
I'm so sad. I'm sorry.
It is, and I guess there might be a sliver of hope because the Bengals are without Joe Burrow, but then now they got Joe Flacco, which I don't know how that's gonna work out. I mean, he's old,
I
and
don't understand that part, but I won't go into that.
okay, no, but I'll explain.
Okay.
So, like, Joe Burrow got hurt, and they have a horrible offensive line, and then they're putting in this guy who's 40 years old. You think he's gonna be able to be
Oh,
okay?
Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco used to play for us
I
too.
remember. I liked him.
I did too. He got us our Super Bowl with
I know, that's
Ray.
exciting.
And then, like, we've always had these great teams. Like, we lost to the
No, you have a great team.
yeah.
I do know that. I've learned they are a great team. You guys have a good defensive. You got
Well, not right now.
not
We're
right
last.
now. They're all hurt.
Well, they were hurt. Yeah, they were all hurt. And then I don't know. People are calling for heads.
That's what you said. You said they want to fire the defensive coordinator,
Mm-hmm.
and then they always want to fire John Harbaugh. I
Yeah,
like him though.
because they play so good in the regular season. It's like that's what's so hard for us. I think I'm not
And then
used
they
to.
choke.
Yeah, and I'm not used to losing at this part of the season. I'm prepared in the playoffs, but right now
Look at Derrick Henry and all that work he did running up that hill with those chains.
I know, and he's old. He might not get to play next year. That's
He's
what I'm.
old.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
thought he was young. He is a beast.
I know. And
Ooh.
so, like, this is his probably
Wow.
last season, maybe ever. Like, he might retire this year. And then Lamar's not getting younger. And
Have you guys always been a good team? See, I'm just learning football.
so we were like, had the great defense in the 2000s.
Okay.
And then it was okay ish. And then they got Joe Flacco. And then, like, they went to the AFC Championship against the Steelers. And then we had the year Billy missed
Oh yeah,
the kick against the Patriots.
I remember that.
We should have
one.
won that Super Bowl if we would have got. See, so we've had heartbreak too.
I think that was my fault. I wore the Patriot colors.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. But then the following year, we won the Super Bowl. And actually, that year, there were hiccups because Ray got hurt. T Sizzle, I think that was the year he got hurt. And then Ray came back. And then we had the whole New Orleans thing where the lights went out. And then they came, like
Oh,
the
I remember
Niners
that.
almost came back and won. I was like, oh, Jesus, please don't let that happen. And then we had a few, like, runs in the playoffs, and then they drafted Lamar, and then we did really great against like the 2019 season, and then Lamar got hurt a couple of
Oh.
years, like when Joe Burrow went, and like he went to the Super Bowl, and then the Chiefs
Yeah.
being their little.
Yeah, they're good. Well, who's the best quarterback right now? They always pick Lamar.
Well, he's hurt right now. I hope he can pull it together. He always has great stats. Who's playing really well though, which is a surprise, is Daniel Jones. So he was a
Oh.
part of the Giants, and he sucked for them, and they
Okay.
let him go. Like the whole Giants
And
thing.
now he's doing good.
Yeah, he's plays for the Colts now.
Well, maybe he wasn't a fit over there.
Exactly, and he's doing good. Of course, Josh Allen, but they lost to the Patriots,
Oh wow, yeah, I seen that game.
and then of course the Chiefs. They got their get right game with us, like when people got hurt, but they were like having their mojo back. And then but they play the Lions, which we'll figure out what happens. But the Lions are really good too. They kind of started the season with a bad game, but they're like boom, boom, boom. The Rams with Matthew Stafford, they're contenders, which that's who we're playing. Like some like silver lining is our schedule's getting easier because we had to face a lot of hard teams. The Eagles too, they won last year, but now they had some hiccups. They lost to the Giants.
Oh wow.
And then there's Dak Prescott with the Cowboys. And you know about the Cowboy drama, right?
Yeah, I do. He got let go or he left.
Yeah, Micah.
Micah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Micah
But
wins
now he's doing good.
on the Packers. He
yeah,
is.
see, Jerry likes the Packers.
Yeah, so they're contention too. You can't leave out the Vikings.
How's Scooty's team?
Oh, the Bucks. Yeah, Baker Mayfield. Which
Oh, is he doing good?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I know. I'm
The poor Ravens.
I
Like, they're
know.
like a good team.
yeah.
I've actually been
Like
getting in line with you and my sister
my mom, I know.
and learning about football.
like we have
And then the team just fell apart.
I know. I don't know. And it's hard to know, like, should they be fired? Like, maybe the defensive coordinator, but because we used to have Mike McDan, one of these dudes, he was great, and then he left to the Seahawks.
Oh.
So last year we struggled defensively, and then this year's even worse. Like, we have allowed more points than we did the full season, the year we went to the Super Bowl and won.
Oh, wow.
Like, we've always been the bullies of Baltimore, and like,
we
get
need our
them.
bullies back.
I know. So maybe it was just everybody being hurt and things just not aligned. I haven't lost complete hope. Even ESPN Bet still thinks we have a chance
That's
to win.
because you said that. You said, what did you tell me about when you won the Super Bowl? Where were the Baltimore Ravens at with their stats?
Like, they weren't that good. It wasn't like
So they were the underdog.
They were. Oh, yeah, because we had to go in and beat Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Remember? That was like the mile high miracle.
Yes.
And then even just to get in the playoffs, we had to do against the Chargers 4th and 29 with Ray Rice running and getting and to win the game.
Wow.
And then we went and beat Tom Brady, and then we beat the Niners.
Wow.
Which the Niners are doing good even with Brock Purdy out.
Okay.
So, which I don't know. There might be some quarterback controversy coming.
Who's the backup?
It's the guy that Kyle Shanahan wanted to draft. His name's it's not coming to me.
What we always go by is who's the cutest.
Yeah. Patriots guy is cute. Jackson Dart is cute. Well, oh no, but you heard a whole TikTok scandal about it. And I do love me some Baker. Josh Allen, he's okay.
Yeah.
Jordan Love's cute.
And Lamar's cute.
Oh, yeah,
And he
Lamar.
totally lost weight.
I know.
He looks so good. So what happened to him?
I know. And then Derrick Henry,
I'm
too.
so vain. I was like, I'm watching it for selfish reasons.
So, yeah, we're going into the bye, and then we play a bunch of easy teams, so we'll
Who
see
are you
what
playing?
happens.
Who are the easy teams?
The Bears, they suck.
Okay, oh, the Bears. The Bears aren't who they thought they were.
That's why I took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown them. They are who we thought they were. Let them off the hook.
Oh, I'm glad Scooty's real estate agent is doing good, or whatever they say, or he looks like a tax insurance guy.
Yeah. Baker, yeah. So who knows? There's so much different things happening this season. And it's fun. Like, even if the Ravens don't get in the playoffs, like, I still enjoy football. I still root. Not like I'm a Baltimore fan, but like I like to
vote for the Lions.
I think so. That's who I'm gonna see. I don't know. We'll see after the Chiefs and Lions game who I'm really.
Okay.
But now we're on to Gummy Bears.
Exciting.
I actually did not read this one to you at all beforehand, so this is gonna be a brand new.
Okay, I will try to
Story.
contain myself
Okay.
because the harvest story killed me,
Mhm.
and
The hunting story.
Hunter.
All right. I purchased these gummy bears thinking, sounds like a nice purchase. 5 pounds of delicious candy for a decent price. Can't go wrong. Unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way. It can go very wrong. And this is all caps. Sorry. First of all, I made the mistake of not reading the reviews before my purchase, and that was a mistake I will live with for the rest of my life. Due to the trauma I received after eating 2 handfuls of these. I was excited to try these for the first time, and I will say this, they were surprisingly tasteful for being sugar-free. And I regretfully decided to try less than 2 handfuls within 5 minutes before I had to make a run to Walmart
Oh, God.
to purchase a few things that didn't include a stockpile of toilet paper. Within 15 minutes of consuming these high-powered laxatives,
I just want to try one just to see, but then I'm like, no, don't do that.
no,
Okay.
don't do it. Within 15 minutes of consuming these high-powered laxatives, my stomach was making noises that I should have seen as a message from God warning me, you should turn back and go home.
Don't we all
Yes.
wish we would have turned back and go home sometimes?
I excused the funny feeling in my stomach as I was on a mission to replace a Keurig machine that broke from Walmart. Yes, I said it. Walmart.
God.
As I parked my car, I felt my stomach growing more agitated by the minute, making gurgling noises that struck me as unusual. But I proceeded into the store as I really wanted a new coffee machine. God help me.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was literally in the middle of the store looking at small kitchen appliances before one loud gurgle after another, and then I squeezed out a fart that began as a loud squeak to a jet propulsion in a split second that probably had some people in the store confuse the sound as a gunshot and probably had some of them ducking for cover.
I'm crying. Okay, sorry.
As my situation had just gone from on a scale to 1 to 10, beginning with a 3, I might need to use the bathroom at some point. I should make this trip quick.
I don't know. I just think I would have headed towards the bathroom.
This is Walmart, okay?
No.
Oh gosh, okay, don't cry, Kashmir. Okay, as my situation had just gone on a scale of 1 to 10, beginning with a 3, I might need to use the bathroom at some point. I should make this trip quick. To an instant 12, I'm literally soiling myself in the middle of a Walmart with hand towels and shower towels is my only source of fabric to wipe my booty with. I said, F the Keurig! And I ditched my cart and went running all the way to the opposite end of the store to the bathroom. Wow, what sounded and felt like I had firecrackers exploding in my underwear. People were probably pointing at me while their kids are laughing. And I finally made it to the bathroom to find one stall available.
Oh no.
The handicap stall.
Oh God.
Upon entering the bathroom stall, while simultaneously crying and pulling my pants down, I jumped on the toilet seat, not realizing it was literally covered in urine. And as I began opening the floodgates, releasing the evil that moments prior begun rearranging my insides, I realized after the fact that there was no seat paper, and then I began holding on for dear life while begging God to kill me. Sounding off gunshots out my butt that most likely had people running out of the store. Use this product at your own risk and ask yourself, was it worth it? If the answer is yes, you should seek a mental health professional.
Oh my God. That's so horrible. She had to sit on piss. Oh God. I would have died.
I feel so bad at Walmart too. Oh, and then, okay, so that's it for today's program. And if you want to get a hold of us, you can.
You can text us at 757-756-7487 or email us connect@the KNOWBUDDIES757.com. We can't wait to hear from you.
And again, thank you guys for listening to us. I know that one was a good one. And you can follow us on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and share, or listen to us on podcast platforms, or get our tidbits on Insta, X, Facebook, TikTok. I'm Kashmir.
I'm Jackie.
And we are the Nobodies.
757.
Want to be in the know? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Listen to us on all podcast platforms. Follow us on all our socials. Visit our website, thenobody757.com. I'm Kashmir. I'm Jackie. And we are
The Nobodies. 757.